On September 3, 2021, Sega has released a remaster of Sonic Colors, named Sonic Colors Ultimate, coming to all modern platforms: PC, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series, and the Nintendo Switch. But when it finally released, oh boy, it's not a good remaster. Yeah, you might have heard it by now. Sonic Colors Ultimate is one of the most diabolical remasters in history. The game is shockingly poor in terms of presentation and overall just game design now. The game is not even polished, has really long loading screens, the bloom is so cramped up, the lighting doesn't look good, Sonic looks like he has baby oil or something like that. And it's just it's not a good remaster. It led to really bad. It really got bad reviews. Well, mostly through the audience, because apparently critics actually gave it a pretty decent score. But yeah, this remaster wasn't even that good. So for years, mods have been trying to fix the game, but none of them were able to fix so many of the issues that this game had. But a mod actually manages to not only turn Sonic Colors into a more pleasing game, but it also turns it into, in my opinion, the best remaster of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Sonic Colors Ultimate Project Re-rainbow. Project Re-rainbow was released back in September 13. The mod was created by Bluwolfblitz, sorry I got that name wrong, that was set out to basically fix Sonic Colors Ultimate in terms of the aesthetics, the lighting, and so many other bugs that this game has. Now, the original idea for Sonic Color for this mod, to be fairly honest, was to just simply add Sonic Generations model into the game, and that was basically it. But somehow the team behind Re-rainbow decided to just turn this remaster into the best version of all time. So what exactly Re-rainbow fixes? I think the obvious answer is that Sonic Colors Project Re-rainbow, what fixes mostly is the aesthetics of the game. The lighting, the bloom, and everything in the mod turns Sonic Colors Ultimate it's just so pleasing to look at. Unlike in the original, which everything was just cranked up so high that you almost could not even see the game. Now, this is not without its own share of flaws, since I think in Tropical Resort, some of the aesthetics looks a little bit too dark for my liking, and plus, it's not as huge as it was in the original colors. I was about to say Sonic Colors Ultimate. What is wrong with me? Anyway, the light trails in Starlight Carnival are not as pleasing. They're not eye candy anymore. They actually look kind of sour, in my opinion. But other than that, many other locations in the game just look so much better with this mod now. But aesthetics is not the only thing that Colors Ultimate failed at. Another thing that Sonic Colors Ultimate just screwed up so much is mostly that there's more bugs and everything. And in terms of aesthetics, again, there's a lot of stuff that's happening, like for example shadows, flickering, and draw distance. So when playing a game, obviously one of the last things you want to spot is a glitch or long loading screens. We don't want to have a Sonic 06 loading screen. While Colors Ultimate does not have the longest loading screen in history, I don't even think it's even that good. It's just another showcase that Sonic Colors Ultimate was poorly optimized. Re-rainbow doesn't really, I would say, fixes the loading, since I did have some long loading and when doing my series, but it's pretty fast, to be fairly honest. And most of the bugs from the game were finally fixed. Not all of them. I think I encountered a few of them. Not the Asteroid Coaster one, actually. He actually told me that that's actually a feature from the Wii version, which why? But another stuff that were not fixed a lot is that in Aquarium Park Act 1, the fishes actually still flicker. But other than that, other weird flickering and everything like in Planet Wisp and in other locations are just not in there anymore. Now, there are some particles in Asteroid Coaster, specifically in the boss fight I encountered, had some interesting lighting effects and everything. But overall, the game just looks so much more pleasing. Some of the bugs were fixed, and it's just simply just a great showcase of real talent here. Now, how does the game just like feels to play? Is it better than Colors, or like is it just the same? Now, Sonic Colors Ultimate, obviously in an attempt to try to make it feel like a new version of Colors, they added a few features that honestly were not even that necessary, to be fairly honest. We have, for example, the tail save. I think it's one of the most useless mechanic in the game, and honestly, in my opinion, the most broken one. It simply saves you from bottomless pits, brings you back to a checkpoint or something else like that, gives you an invisibility, and just puts you back with having this kind of side effect that all of your rings are still with you, including the red rings, which you could abuse it so much to get a high score, which pretty easy if you ask me. Another thing that they added were the park tokens, which you can use it to purchase clothes and icons in the shop, which were actually pretty good. I actually think it's a pretty cool feature, but not one where I'm gonna just scream and say, oh my god, the best feature in the game. And then we have the perfect homing attack. This feature, in my opinion, was definitely one that should have added in the first game. Honestly, now that I have played Colors and Colors Ultimate at the same time, I could definitely say that the perfect homing attack was definitely the best feature in this game. The perfect homing attack just is what it is, how it's called. You do a perfect homing attack, and every single time you do it, your boost actually fills up a little bit more than it normally should. It's a great thing since Colors doesn't really give you that much wisp in order to boost a lot in the stages. As for other features that were added in Colors Ultimate, we have the Ghost Wisp, which, to be fairly honest, I don't like using him. He's still pretty buggy, even with Re-rainbow, which is not really good look for the Wisp. And then we have the Rival Rush. In my opinion, the most worthless content ever. The presentation is awful. Not even Re-rainbow was able to fix this issue, since it's just god awful. I don't know how Bluwolf can actually just make that look more pleasing, but it's just simply just a race against Metal Sonic throughout the whole stage until you reach the finish line. Honestly, I never even tested out myself with the mod on, so I cannot even say a lot of things about it, if it improved or not. I could just say it after playing just regular Colors Ultimate, that this feature was absolutely garbage. I could not tell you how bad it was, and your reward for getting it is just 50 park tokens and just new cosmetics that you could just easily get by just downloading a 100% save file. That's it. Yeah, not a great roster of features, but some of them were pretty good. Something that Re-rainbow manages to do is just to at least make some of them pleasing. The Ghost Wisp actually looks a little bit more pleasing, and the sound mixing in this game was finally fixed with Re-rainbow. Some sound effects still have some issues, like for example, every single movement you kind of do in Colors Ultimate would just switch the sound through your headphones to left and right. I don't know what was the idea with it, but Colors Ultimate with Re-rainbow manages to fix some of those issues. Not all of them, because I could tell during my playthrough. But by far, the best addition that Re-rainbow manages to add is that all the cutscenes from Sonic Colors Ultimate were actually redone. They actually look so much better than even the original Sonic Colors cutscenes. So for anybody curious as to why the cutscenes were remastered, was simply because in Sonic Colors Ultimate, the cutscenes are literally the exact same cutscenes as from OG Colors. What the developers ended up doing was just taking the original cutscenes, AI upscaled them, and just dragged them into the game. That was just the laziest thing they ever did. I could have given them a pass for it if it wasn't for the fact that the animation data was found through the files. They could have went with that instead of just going with a cheaper direction. But yeah, what Bluwolf did is just simply taking the animation data, use the aesthetics of the mod, and just remaster every single cutscene from the game. I'm not even joking. And the cutscenes look so much better than ever before, because it creates a sync in the gameplay and the cutscenes. Now, the story of Colors is not as good as people made it out to be. It's just like a type of Saturday morning cartoon show, but it's a pretty harmless story that really is just like decent to watch. Not so much for the voice acting, to be fairly honest, but anyway. But you get the picture. Sonic Colors Project Re-rainbow is just an amazing mod. It turns Sonic Colors Ultimate into just a diabolical remaster into just a gold. It simply is such a good mod. It fixes so many of the issues. It manages to restore a lot of stuff that were cut from the remaster, and it's just simply just an incredible work. I actually heard from Blue Wolf a little bit, which I asked this question if he was gonna add some new stuff in it to make the mod feel like unique and it could add its own stuff. He actually told me that that might be possible for maybe a future like version 2 or something, but nothing to here or there. That's just the thing he said to me. That might not even happen. But again, it's such a good mod. But I did ask something in every single of my videos during my playthrough in Sonic Colors Ultimate. The question for me was, does Sonic Colors Ultimate, like, is it worth buying the game? Is it worth buying Sonic Colors Ultimate for Re-rainbow? And here is just finally, I'm gonna give it my damn answer. I'm finally gonna say it straight up. No. I do not recommend players to download Colors Ultimate simply for Project Re-rainbow. I know. Like, I said so many good stuff about like Re-rainbow. What does it fix? What many things it does? What is planned for the future or something like that? But why am I not recommending it? Well, it's simple, because it's simply the price of Sonic Colors Ultimate. If you want to know, Sonic Colors Ultimate is mostly the price of $40, which for me, I'm saying for anybody who is sparing money, do not buy a damn game just for a mod. Because it's just simply just not worth it, because you're just gonna be playing one mod. Sure, Colors Re-rainbow, like, sure, it's compatible with some mods, but not all of them, obviously. And to be fairly honest, I'm not even wasting dollars for a Sonic game that back in 2021, by the way, was such a bad remaster. Even if Re-rainbow manages to fix everything, I would not recommend anybody because of the damn price. Now, here's what I'm gonna say. If the game receives a deal, a sale, like say 20% off or something like that, then you can go buy it. Like, if the moment you see a price low, like the price of the game low enough, buy it. Like, I'm not stopping you. But that also goes for anybody who wants to get the game just with the price and everything. I'm not stopping you. I'm just telling you, people, just spare your money. Maybe buy something else, save it for something. Just don't buy a very bad remaster just because a mod manages to turn it into absolute gold. Yeah, that's basically the whole answer I have throughout the whole series of mine, where I keep asking this question again and again and again. And my answer to it is, if you have Colors Ultimate, get Re-rainbow. If you don't have it, do not buy the game at the price that it is. And if it's on sale, definitely. You definitely can buy the game just for PC, because obviously this cannot be used in any other consoles. But yeah, that's really it for like Re-rainbow and such. The last thing I can say in this video is simply, Blue Wolf, I really am thanking you for this opportunity to finally play Sonic Colors Project Re-rainbow. It simply has been a fun experience. I loved every single bit about it. You made a mod that made me just remind myself why I love this game to begin with. It was a fun platform, had really incredible stuff. I loved the aesthetics. I loved everything about it. Nowadays, Sonic Colors is not my favorite game of all time. That goes to Sonic Project 06, where, in my opinion, it's the best remaster of Sonic 06 ever, and it'll potentially be the only Sonic 06 remaster we will ever get. It's the best game of all time, even if it's not a remaster, or if it is, best game of all time. But Re-rainbow manages to give Colors Ultimate a shot. Now with Re-rainbow, I think this game is finally on my top 5. Maybe just in number 5, because I don't think it surpasses many other games I have, like Unleashed, Generations, and many other games I have for Sonic that I actually love more than Sonic Colors. But at the end of the day, I thank you, Blue Wolf. You really did something incredible for a game that I once loved. After the game came out, I didn't anymore. I thank you for it. Like, I'm straight up saying this. Thank you. You and your team did amazing. I just hope whatever you got cooking for the full release, I'll be there and even review it. I'll be there and I'll be super happy to play it. But yeah, that's gonna be it for my review. I know it's like a bit underwhelming because I give an answer that my answer was almost like a no. Again, people, if you want to get the game, go and buy it. I'm not stopping you from like buying the game. I'm just telling you, people, like, you can spare your money because it's not worth buying a game for just one mod. I say that's the same to Sonic Forces with the new mod it received, which I actually forgot the name. Damn it. But yeah, I don't recommend when there's this game that is not good and there's a mod that makes it so much, like, so good. Even to this day, I would never recommend buying it because it's just one mod. Like, if we always require like a game to be bad and then a mod just comes out and just makes the game better, then what's the point, to be fairly honest? Because now we always rely on mods and everything, when in reality mods are just supposed to like better the experience by adding some stuff than the game that will never add, like Sonic Generation. Sonic Generation has the most amount of content because of its mods. But not because the game is not good, but it's because people add more to the game to make it even more fun. Re-rainbow is not one of those mods. It just fixed everything about what Colors Ultimate failed at. But yeah, I guess I'm really done. We are soon reaching the peak of all. Sonic X Shadow Generations is finally coming out at 21 for early release, and on Thursday for just standard edition. So I'll be covering it up that as well. But for the meantime, thank you, Blue Wolf, and thank you everyone who watched the review all the way to the end, and I'll see you all in the new game. So yeah, goodbye.